What is up, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls? It is Monday night. It's April 17th, 2023, here in Vegas. Once again, it is Star Wars RPG night. It is Star Wars Shattered Frontiers, Episode 6. 6 weeks into the campaign. Very exciting. Sorry for the late start. For anyone watching in chat, had a reply to an email. Sorry about that. Came in at the last second. My apologies. Oh, man. I'm ready to fucking play some Star Wars. I'm excited. What's up, chat? What's up, everybody? Laughing. Neo. Oh, what's up, boys? What's going on? What is going on? Speaking of boys in chat, there's boys in the Discord. Let's say hi to the boys. Boys. Hello.
Hello.
Sorry for the wait there. Had to take care of
No
something right at fucking 6:59, basically. All right, so here we are again, my friends. Episode 6 of Shattered Frontiers. Star Wars RPG action. It's gonna be great. Last week was a fun one. It's only gonna get crazier from here. My good boys. Mr. Morton Salt, how are you, sir?
Yeah, living the dream, man. Yeah.
Fuck yeah.
Nothing real new with me. How are you doing?
I'm good. I have had family here for the past week. My mom, my brother, his girlfriend, my sister, her boyfriend. So it's been busy. And Dark and Darker playtest is going on, so I could barely play, but now they're gone. So now I get to do stuff. It's great. I did have a good
Did you guys
time with
do
them,
anything
though.
fun?
Oh, yeah, it was super fun to hang out with them. We did lots of gambling and drinking and eating, a couple of buffets. My brother and sister both won a bunch of money playing roulette and shit.
Nice.
Went to some dinner, smoked a shitload of weed. I still have 2 pre-rolls at the house. They bought it, not me. I was on a break, okay? It's their fault that I'm getting stoned. But I am saving a pre-roll for Thursday. And then I'm going to quit again. Thursday is 420. So I'm going to smoke a joint in the parking lot of a place, or of the gym, and a place where I get massages. So I'm going to get really baked, go get a massage, and then probably eat some Korean barbecue. Like a big fatty.
Ooh.
And I can't wait. That's like a perfect way to 420 it. And if I'm lucky, the Dark and Darker playtest will still be going. So I can be full of Korean food, be massaged, and stoned. All for the playtest. Isn't that exciting? Give him a round of applause, ladies and gentlemen. Isn't that exciting? What a plan. No? Wow, you guys are fucking... Are you guys dead? Are you guys okay?
We're just listening.
I'm
Jesus.
very tired. but
Wake
yes.
up! Wake up!
I'm trying. I'm gonna go
Wake
make some
the
tea
fuck
while you talk
up.
to everybody else.
Sticks, how are you? Before you go make your tea, what's going
God
on?
damn it.
Yeah.
I'm okay.
Yeah.
I'm dealing with the same old shit, and
Fix the restaurant.
oh god.
Fix it, Sticks. I want to come visit. Figure
Give
it
me
out.
Money. Give me money.
I will when I come visit. I'll pay for my meal. How
Okay,
about
there
that?
you go.
I'll pay for my
That's-
meal. I'll pay for one of the 2 meals.
I see doing the bare minimum. I see how
Yeah.
it is.
You know what?
No,
That's my middle name. Jordan Bare Minimum Tear. Yeah.
Hey, listen, all right. He's out of work. He's got a kid. You could help him out. All right, Sticks? Jeez.
Yeah.
No, that's
You have
that
access
sounds
to
like
all
a-
that free food that you got in your restaurant. You might as well give us some free food.
No,
you're
because if
cooking it
I
anyways.
give a lot of people free food, then I don't make any money. Then I don't have a restaurant anymore. So.
Hence me willing to pay for 50% of the food I consume. It's a pretty good deal.
It's a pretty
for
bad
me.
deal.
Pretty good deal
Yeah,
for
I
me.
was gonna say it's a pretty bad deal.
Anyway, go
Speaking
make your
of
tea.
Yeah, I'll be
being
right back.
unemployed, Soma, how are those interviews going?
Well, the interview I had with Noyce was awesome. I gave myself an A. It was a 90-minute chat. Good presentation. The parting words were great. The CEO was like, damn, I can tell that you're passionate about this and you know what you're talking about, and I can tell you really love this. That's awesome. That's a great sign. And he said they have a couple more people to interview and then they're going to make a decision. So I'm hoping to hear back this week or next week, but my final interview is Tuesday. So we'll see. And then I have to follow up with a couple of other places. I have another DreamHack conversation. I have that Flare Studios company in Israel that I could, I think, start at in June. So that's like 6 weeks away or 5 weeks away, 6 weeks, something like that. So yeah, shit's moving. We'll see. We shall see. How are you, Mr. Zarian?
I'm good. Last week was a busy week. Was exhausted, but got a bunch of video games in over the weekend, so feeling
Nice.
recovered.
Are you playing Dad?
No, I ended up playing a whole lot of Project Zomboid over the weekend.
Ah, nice. How'd it go?
Good. Only died once.
Cheapers, mister. Look at you go. What a stellar player. Okay, very nice.
Yeah.
Mr. Bishop of the rival variety. How art
Hello.
thou, good sir?
I'm okay. I'm moving this weekend. This coming.
Down the street?
Yeah, 3 blocks up.
You excited?
Yes. Nervous, but excited.
What are you nervous about?
This will be the first time in my adult life not living with a family member, because I've been living like with my brothers. So living with quote unquote strangers.
Oh,
But I
you're
know-
gonna have roommates.
Yes, yes, yes.
Oh, I thought you were getting your own place. I was gonna be like,
I
get it and never go
fucking
back.
wish. I fucking wish. That's my dream, to live alone. That would be amazing.
I
But-
had a house to myself in a cool little village in Germany once for
Oh,
about
that's so cool.
a year and a half. That was
That's
the
really cool.
one time I've lived alone. And you know what? It was awesome.
Mm-hmm. No, that's my dream, to live alone. I need to if I was gonna do it in Portland, I would need to make like another 20 grand a year, so that's cool. Childcare's sick. But you know.
Just think to yourself, if I could go downtown and offer up some special skills to bring in some extra cash, what could you do, Rival? What kind of
Right.
skills could you deploy on the dark streets of Portland to bring in an extra 20K a year?
How about a ZJ?
A what?
Ooh, those are expensive.
If you don't know what it is, you can't afford it.
Oh, Rival. You're going to be fine. You're going to enjoy the new place, I'm sure.
Yeah, no, it's gonna be nice. I'm excited. My new
Good.
roommates want to do a D&D campaign, so I'm gonna run an in-person D&D campaign with them.
You're going to GM. Wow.
Yes.
Jeepers, mister. Okay.
I have a cool idea, and it's gonna be fun.
It's called More Shadows Over Antharia.
No,
Oh.
they're gonna be part of the Witchlight Carnival for their
Cool.
yeah, and they'll be plane hopping with the Witchlight Carnival.
Oh, shit. That's kind of cool.
It's gonna be neat.
I like that. I like it a lot. Sticks you back?
For now, until my water boils.
It's like 6.5 minutes.
Pervert. Anyway.
I mean,
okay.
I started it a while ago, but yeah.
Sharded?
What?
I started it a while ago.
Oh, don't do that.
You have poop in your pants?
No, it's on the stove boiling.
How do you think I get this grade A role playing? It's not just by skill alone, man. You gotta have motivation.
You got to keep yourself a little uncomfortable at all times. It's that fucking wet blood fart just sitting in your fucking pants. I like that.
Man.
Wow.
What?
Wow.
Why did you describe it like that?
Wow.
Sticks gets into character real hard. All right. Anyway, so chat. I'm watching you guys leave after the blood fart comment. Sorry about that. Took it too far. That's okay. Took it too far was actually my other middle name. Okay, I was stupid as fuck. Let's continue. Okay, so first thing we're gonna do is roll for destiny. I think that's a good idea. Let's roll for destiny. Let me clear.
Let's clear the pool.
Yeah, I'm gonna clear the pool.
Clear the pool.
Just like you do whenever you fucking fart in a fucking swimming pool. You clear the pool. Little
And then you send out
globule of blood.
the guilty subject with a net. Make him get it for everyone.
Jesus, rival.
Mm-hmm.
The fuck? Anyway, go ahead and
I was at a
roll
pool
it
that
up,
did that
boys.
to someone. He sent them out.
one more. Ooh.
No! No!
All right. One light,
It's
3
gonna
dark.
be a rough one, boys.
It's been dark side for 3 weeks in a row for Gideon. What's going on, guys?
I love it. Makes me happy. Makes me happy. All right. So last week we had a good time. We started out in the middle of the jungle. You guys were racing away on a speeder from the body of Vad Nobio, the Celestin pilot, who went down in combat against waves of Boma that were attacking the group. He was trying to repair a speeder that you guys were familiar with. By the way, they didn't have to take that speeder. They absolutely could have been like, that thing's a piece of shit. Let's go get a new speeder. And they could have skipped the entire combat scenario. Just let you guys know. Sometimes they'll just trickle in some stuff, some options. If they go the extra mile, maybe something will happen. If not, they take shortcuts. Maybe they'll fucking lose a NPC to Boma in a big attack in the middle of the jungle. You never know. Thought that was hilarious that they decided to take the shitty speeder. Well done. Well done, crew. Anyway.
I'm not picky.
They raced away from... I'm happy you guys did the fight. Let's be real here. They raced away from... any speeder you guys took was going to break down. Let's be fucking real here. I was
like, there's no way that's
combat
true.
scenario. Yeah, I'm lying.
There's no way that's
As
true.
the GM, I must lie to my players all the time. So they were racing away from the body of Vad Nobio. They were heading to a illegal landing site that was 10 miles north of Kasaltu Station, which is the inbound-outbound port for individuals flying into Onderon to go to Isis, the capital city of the planet. These gentlemen, luckily, headed the right direction. They did see a base or a small little compound hidden in the jungle in the distance. Schnez did some scouting. He saw a couple of guards. It looked like it was going to be a relatively easy job to get inside, and so it was. Dell was able to use his wit and charm to get the guards to essentially go along with a plan that I'm pretty sure Dell made up on the spot, that there was an inspection happening and that Dell was a big wig working for a hut, and he wanted to see inside the compound. It worked out. They went inside. They proceeded to head down to the landing pads where there's a couple. There was a shuttle at one, and a individual, a Clatuinian named Keenak, who was sort of the sub-boss captain of Otis the Hutt, was there with his crew, which included some human males, a Trandoshan, which is pretty key, and Horace Quinn, Ollie's young son. They had a big battle after going back and forth and having a conversation that did not go very well. Keenak was pretty hard to beat in a in a conversation with RP rolls, as Dell found out. Now that, boys, that combat scenario would have been avoided actually had Dell charmed Keenak into believing the inspection. Then Dell and you guys would have had your way. With them, you could have done whatever you wanted.
I'm sorry. Sorry. I just want to say that Keenak would have been better off if he just accepted what Dell was saying.
All you had to do was win that roll. He would have.
All he had to do was just say okay, and then he didn't have to die.
True.
Right?
And they trivialized my boss. Keenak was a big bad boy
Dumpstered that fool.
that I was going to have really, a lot of fun with, slicing up these fools with my Shamshir that I had on him. And they destroyed him really fast. It made me sad, and that was a lesson learned. But that was awesome. They did great. After they essentially killed everyone except for Horace, they told Horace they knew who he was. They were going to take him back to Isa's. And surprisingly, Horace was cool with it. He said he kind of hated it out there. He hadn't been to the city in a couple months because he was afraid he was going to go to prison or lose his head. He was happy that some of the gangsters had died because they were dicks to him. And he just seems eager to get home. Kind of. He's a little afraid to see his dad, but that's okay. That's besides the point. On top of all that, though, they did find a droid pilot next to the shuttle that was there. Turns out the shuttle had dropped off a bunch of blasters and weapons to a Mando gang elsewhere on the planet. And the shuttle was landing there before heading back out into space for a refuel, with the pilot not realizing that that landing pad had been taken over by a Hutt gang, which was his big mistake. He did die to the gang's hands. Not this gang, but the Hutt gang's hands. Horace juiced up the shuttle for them, refueled it, and said on the computers on board that the ship was due back to a random asteroid in an asteroid belt next to the Hapes Consortium, just galactic north from Onderon. Not a very far flight, but it was one quick final stop for that pilot droid before heading out. And now they have that shuttle on the landing pad if they want it. They also grabbed Horace, jumped in a speeder, and headed back to Isa's. And on the way, they saw Vad Nobio's body. It had been eaten and ripped up, but Nazar was smart enough to check Vad's pockets, and he did find an identichip belonging to the pilot. So they drove back, got through the city. All that was fine. Oh, sorry, I missed one little point. I know my recaps, I kind of ramble, but I like to get all the juicy details out. The individual Kenak, the big boss boy, he did have a data pad on him with a note from his boss, Otis the Hutt. Otis the Hutt said, "Hey, stand by for orders, and I want to know, and I want an update from you whenever we get back close to Onderon. We're, a few days out in space, but once we're back, please come on board my ship, the Last Laugh, for an update." Well, Kenak is never going to be able to take that trip. But you guys have that note. You know that the Last Laugh will be flying back to Onderon shortly. Anyway, now you guys have parked the speeder. You are outside the rooping, Sad's bar, and Horace is just about to open the door. He has gulped. He's sweating. He's a little nervous to go in. He has not seen his pops, Ollie, in a couple of months. And with that, I end my long-winded recap. And we can start. Did I miss anything, boys? Or is that everything?
I don't think so.
I think that's pretty comprehensive.
Okay. Yeah, I went a little hard on it. Sorry. All right.
Good.
Let's fucking let's do it. Take it away.
Interesting.
You said we're walking, or he's hesitating?
He's like, he just gulped and he's about to like press the button, open the door. Yeah, and the speeder's parked like, I don't know, on the street close to you.
Okay.
I think I'm gonna let him open the door first. Fine.
Okay. He opens the door. Steps in. You guys walk in with him?
Yeah.
Okay. So Horace comes strolling into the bar, and Seth and Ollie are having a conversation at this table. And when Horace gets up to the stage, Ollie looks up and he says, "Holy shit. I can't believe you're alive. You have me worried sick." And he kind of runs up, and Horace is just standing there with like a weak smile on his face. And Ollie gives him a big hug, and you can see that he's extremely relieved that his kid is alive. And he gives him a big hug, and you guys just kind of awkwardly stand there as this father-son moment happens. Seth has a big smile on his face. And as soon as Ollie lets him go, he says, "You have a lot of fucking explaining to do. You worried me big time. Now go sit." And he sat down, and like Seth gets up and like claps him on the back, and he says, "Hey kid, how you doing?" And Ollie sits over here. And as he sits down, he looks at you guys and he says, "Gentlemen, this means so much to me. You brought my son home. Thank you guys so much." And he looks really sincere and like relieved whenever he says that. As he looks at you guys, gives you guys like a very sincere smile.
I think Gideon re-broke his rib in that fight. So he's kind of holding his left side. He was with the Huts.
Ollie looks at you kind of wincing, walking up the steps here, holding your ribs. And he shoots a glance at Horace. Horace is about to say something, but Ollie shoots his finger up, says, No. Hold your tongue. He says, "Gentlemen, let me know what I can do to help. I'm going to grab the med pack." Said here finally got rid of that expired piece of shit. So we got a new one. He goes back, comes back out with a med kit, and he puts it on the table here.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Gideon kind of just threw himself into the chair.
And this is a new med kit that has 4 stim packs, and if you roll medicine checks, you get a blue. It's going to be a 1p for everyone else, but for you, it is a 3p.
Yep. 3p, 1 blue.
For you, yes.
Check myself first.
Not bad.
2.
Yep.
Okay.
There's
I'm
also
not
4
even-
free stim packs in there, so you can each take a stim.
I will grab one and just kind of put it in my bag. But if Nazar's standing next to me, I'm just gonna start looking him over. Like I'm not even gonna ask. I'm just gonna start looking him over.
Yeah, Nazar's pretty banged up. So
Okay, so 1p, 1 blue.
Ollie, as you're like looking each other over, Ollie
2
says,
ones, 1 strain.
"You guys need any food, any water? Looks like you guys got pretty fucked up out there." He gets up as he says it. He gets up anyway to go get it.
I walk up to Dell.
Dell immediately moves away quickly.
Gideon sighs. Are you okay? At least let me look you over.
No, I'm fine. Thank you.
Schnez. Are you okay?
I'm a little banged up, but have a look.
I will. I'm gonna start looking him over.
Nice. He's good to go.
I put a stim pack here for Dell. Take it, and I go throw myself back down.
As you're done with that, Ollie comes out and he has like a couple of baskets of. At this point, it's the curfew's just hit, right? So they're closed, and there's a bunch of like equivalent to like I don't know, like cold sweet potato fries, some kind of sauce, and a bunch of waters, and he just puts like a couple of plates on these different tables here, and puts a bunch of waters down. And then he comes back and sits down. And as Ollie's back is to Horace, Horace kind of shoots a look to Sed, like, "Are you going to help me out here? Are you going to back me up?" And Sed just kind of ignores him completely. Doesn't even want to look at him. And Ollie goes and sits back down.
Quick question, Al, you stimmed me in the fight, right?
Yeah, the previous
Yes.
fight.
Yep.
The fight last session. Oh wait, no. You were stemmed in the Boma fight.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm still probably counting that as 1 stim for the day, though.
Yes, you
24
are.
hours.
That's
I'm
correct.
definitely going to use one of the stims and
Okay.
go up to 2. Yeah.
Schnez is going to walk up to Sed.
So, we have procured a few extra weapons, and I was wondering if you might be able to assist us in offloading them in some way, shape, or form, either with a credible buyer or would you be interested in them in yourself?
Says like, show me what you got. And he kind of like pushes aside some stuff on this table to the edge, gestures for you to put the stuff on the table next to him here. And Ollie isn't ready to talk to Horace yet, and he kind of walks over and he pours himself a drink. He says, "Yeah, what do you got? Let's see." And Horace is just sweating it out over here nervously.
So put down the blaster carbine and 2 light blaster pistols that we pulled off of them.
Gideon makes a loud noise when he gets up, comes over, and puts the that ceremonial sword down.
If it's okay with you, I want to hang that up behind the bar.
Just pay for it, and it's all yours.
I'm assuming this came from a hut gangster.
Yes.
What do you think, Sad? I think this will look good on the wall, right? And Sad kind of looks at the stuff on the table, looks at the thing on the bar, and he says, "Yeah, we'll take all of it. We're probably gonna have more company here. It's not like you guys are new permanent residents. You're not gonna be here to help us all the time. We'll take it all." Let's see here. The Shamshire. Let me see here.
Yeah, I just have a rarity and not a
Blasters.
value.
So it was a light blaster pistol.
Times 2.
Times 2.
Times 2.
A blaster carbine.
Okay. Let's take a look at this.
And a ceremonial shamshir.
So I can do 1,400 credits, and you guys can stay here as long as you want. You brought the kid back, and Sed kind of looks at Horace and gives him like a wink and a thumbs up. I never thought I'd see this kid again. And he kind of like just makes a joke at Horace.
That sounds like a very fair price to me.
Okay.
And Shinez kind of pushes the guns a little bit closer to them on the table.
Yeah, I think I know some gentlemen that could benefit from these. And I think that new wall ornament is going to be great. It's a good reminder for any assholes that come in here trying to start something. He goes to the back, goes to his office, comes back, drops a 1,400 credits chit. If you guys just want to do 350 each, feel free. And Ollie hangs the Shamshir up on the wall right here. Okay. He comes back out and he says, so, gentlemen, one of you said something about this little asshole here working for a hut gang? Horace, what have you done? Anyone have
He
anything?
almost lost his head. And
Well.
I point to a blaster mark on my chest. He gave me a good one, actually.
He looks at Horace. He looks at you. He looks at Horace. Horace, did you shoot this man? Yeah. I was just doing my job. I didn't know who these guys were. They came strolling in, and well, my dead boss now. He started attacking. I was just doing what I was told. I was just trying to help the gang, trying to help the boys. And he says that, and Ollie looks very disappointed. He says, I can't believe you were willing to commit murder for a bunch of fools. What happened to you? What happened? Do me a favor. And he points to Gideon, and he gestures you over. I want you, young man, to tell me, how should I punish my boy here? He almost killed you. I'm sure that kind of ticked you off a little bit. Should we make him clean this bar with a toothbrush? Should we go talk to the town guards? When he says that, Horace kind of gulps. I don't know. What do you think, Gideon?
Gideon kind of stands there and breathes deep as he looks at Horace. He kind of looks around at the bar. I feel like toothbrush is a little too big for the detailing you need in here.
My thought exactly. Horace, look at me. And he kind of grabs his wrist and he pulls him in. And Horace looks scared. And Ollie says, I didn't raise you to be some punk. You're not a gangster. You don't need to be out in the jungle trying to murder people because you think maybe one day you'll have your own ship. You'll be gallivanting across the galaxy. That's not the way to do it. It's not the way. You're either going to die out there or you're going to lose your head in here in the city. We could probably, and he looks over his shoulder, it said, completely wipe everything clean. But you got to be done. You can't go back to that shit. It's not going to work out for you. Work here with us. I will help you save up for a ship. And I will help you do something legitimate if you don't want a life here on Onderon. But please, no more gang shit. You're going to die. These guys easily could have killed you. And he kind of gives like a side-eyed, creeped out look to Nazar. Trust me, these guys are very creative with how they dish out damage. You're lucky to be alive, especially after shooting this one. And he like slaps you on the shoulder, Gideon. Now, please go upstairs. Your room is still yours. Rest, relax, grab a bite. Be happy that you're not out in that sweaty fucking jungle, listening to critters and creatures probably scream and snarl in the night. And fucking thank your lucky stars that you're alive. We'll talk in the morning. And I'll be even angrier then. But right now, I'm just happy to see you're alive. I missed you. Now, please, get out of my face. Horace, he just gives his dad like a nod and like a sad smile. He walks by and like pats Sed on the back and he says, good to see you, Uncle Sed. And he goes upstairs to his room. And that's what Horace is going to do for now. When he walks out, Sed and Ollie just kind of give each other a look. And Ollie just shakes his head. And he says, I got to be honest with you. I never thought I was going to see him again. And for the fact that he shot you and you didn't kill him, you guys aren't so bad. Seriously, thank you guys. It means the world to me that you brought my boy back. And he looks at all of you and he thanks you again.
We're just happy to see him home safe. Now, if you don't mind, I am going to retire. A bit exhausted and can use some rest.
No, that's fine, yeah. If you don't mind, before you guys go to bed, what happened out there? Can you give me a rundown? And Sed kind of sits back in his chair and crosses his arms, and he's like, I am pretty curious, too. What happened out there, fellas? And suddenly Sed gets up, and he stands on the stage, and he looks puzzled, and he looks around, and he's like, wait a second. Where the hell is Vad? Is he taking the speeder back? Where? He never shuts up once you get him going. Where the fuck is he?
He has taken the great speeder in the sky, my friend, unfortunately.
Sed looks at him. He looks at Ollie. Ollie kind of like puts his head in his hand and he's like, fuck. Sed kind of weakly sits down and he looks at Nazar and he says, what do you mean? Please tell me. Please tell me no.
Bomas. Hey.
Almost.
Tore him to shreds while he was trying to repair the speeder. There were too many for me to handle by myself.
What the? Wait, hold on a second. Start over from the beginning. What the hell happened? I've known Vad for years. Shit, he helped me
and
move
if you'd
here.
known Vad for years, you would know that he's a terrible shot. He doesn't like fighting to save his life.
No, but he's a
cost him
damn good
his.
pilot.
Yes, but being a damn good pilot of a broken down piece of junk doesn't matter, does it? The speeder broke down. We were assailed by several packs of bomas at the same time. I could not keep them off him.
Did you try to get his remains? Like, was he dragged into the jungle?
Pull out the identi chip, and I just flick it between two fingers, and it's just sitting in my index and middle finger. This is all I could recover.
He takes the identity chip and he looks at it and he kind of sighs. Well, guess we're gonna have some kind of service for him. You guys don't have to be involved. You don't know the guy, but this is terrible news. He was a damn good pilot and a good man. This identity chip, well, probably unlocks his ship. That was all he had to his name. It's gonna be sitting in Casaltu now. Oh man, I don't even know if he had a will. Nothing. He didn't have family, or at least not family ever talked about. Shit, this is terrible news. All right, he takes the identity chip and he puts it in his pocket, and says, "Okay, what else happened?"
We got to the station, did some rudimentary scouting. We almost won them over. Dell had quite an impressive angle. But unfortunately it didn't hold. We were forced to fight. Horace, being scared as he was, shot at Gideon and actually hit him, which was impressive. And then we thoroughly and utterly dismantled their group.
Oh man, and who was this group? I'm assuming
Some
maybe
hut gangers.
Hut scum.
Yeah.
Now, Gideon, there were no huts there, but yes.
Hut fledglings is how I see it.
Ollie looks over his shoulder at you, Gideon. He says, well, at least there's no hut stupid enough to actually land here. That's actually a good sign. That means they're only starting their secret invasion, I suppose you could say. Not so secret when they're blowing bar doors down and killing random people, but you know what I mean.
Huts were never known for their subtlety.
So, what was the base like? It was just a piece
The
of
landing
shit.
pad, there was no base.
Hmm.
It was just a camp, really, around this landing pad.
Interesting. Any other information, or you just cleared those swine out and that was that?
Cleared it out, took the stuff. A couple of interesting things for us to look into, but nothing you need to concern yourself with.
I mean, fair enough. If you guys have slowed him down, that's all I care about. So which hut was it again? Was it a guy named? You said it was Otis, right? He kind of looks.
Yes.
Otis.
Any info on him?
He might.
I was gonna say, I look at Nazar. Do I get the feeling Nazar wants to tell them these things?
Yes,
Oh, okay.
because I don't see the point in not.
Yeah.
Yes, he plans on making a rendezvous in orbit of the planet in the next few days.
Interesting.
What his plans are beyond that, I cannot say.
Well, if he's coming here, that means he's a minor guy. They always answer to someone. No big mover would ever fly here themselves, unless something really crazy was going on. So, maybe Otis will be dumb enough to actually come down here and I'll take him out myself. Then maybe we don't have to worry about hut gangs around here anymore. Maybe eventually it'll just be Mando gangs and we could potentially try to talk them down. What a travesty with those guys. Ollie just kind of nods, grunts and nods. All right, well, gentlemen, get your rest, I guess. I'm going to try to figure something out for Vad. I'm going to see what's going on with his ship. Maybe he has a will in the database or something. I don't know. I'll go check the boss office tomorrow. Maybe they know something. Who knows? Sed kind of just looks around, looks at the group, and he looks over Nazar's shoulder. And he's like, You know, we don't bite. Why don't you come over here, Del?
I'm fine, thank you.
Fine. What are you, shell shocked?
Gentlemen, please. He's had a trying day.
Yeah, I get it. Shell shock is a thing, after all. Seth and Ollie kind of stand up and they say, hey, gentlemen, drinks on the house. If you need food, feel free to go to the kitchen. I'm going to go to bed, start the day early tomorrow. Rest up, and seriously, thanks again. And he, like, pats Gideon on the shoulder as he heads out of the room. Seth gives him a nod, thanks them, and he heads to his office.
Hmm.
Okay.
Azar is going to look over at Gideon and say, might I have a word outside?
Can I get a drink first?
Sure, whatever you need.
You guys,
Okay.
And Azar
if you guys
makes
go
his
out
way.
the
Yeah,
back.
he was going to go to the loading area.
Yeah, you're safe
Yeah.
back here. It's still a property, so you can be out there during curfew.
I'm gonna grab the Corellian whiskey.
You guys
So-
drank that bottle.
Well, what's in here? There's got to be something nice.
That's fun.
Yeah, some
Just some, like,
Onderonian brandy
yeah.
or some bullshit.
That works.
Perfect.
Gideon pours
Perfect.
himself a double, drinks it, and comes out.
So as Shnez sees Dell kind of angled towards the stairs and Nazar and Gideon head out for the loading dock, on the way up the steps, he's going to catch up to him. Just go,
Dell, may I have a moment?
Of course, Nez. What can I do for you?
shoulder to see if Gideon and Nazar have kind of cleared the area.
Maybe we should go upstairs first and give them some space.
Sure.
Okay. Let's go upstairs. 1 second.
Move myself
Just
to
gonna
loading
move.
dockish.
Yeah, that's fine. You just move yourselves out. Okay.
So from like this kind of couch area, would we have a shot of the stairs to see if anybody's coming up?
Yes.
Can I do a perception check to see if there's any like recording devices or listening security kind of stuff?
Sure. Just 1P.
He's still within close or no?
No.
Mm-mm.
Yeah, there's nothing. You're good.
Okay. So as Shnez sits down, he's gonna look at the stairs, make sure nobody's kind of followed them up, does a quick check around to see if there's any weird listening devices or that kind of stuff. Doesn't see anything. He's gonna lean a little bit towards Dell.
Dell, I was a little reluctant to tell you this, but I know who you are. I also want to let you know that I am an agent of the Huts, here on another mission, but I understand the bounty that's on your head.
There's
My
a bounty
goal
on
is,
my head.
yes, there is. It appears that your family wants you dead. At least that's
Interesting.
my understanding from what my contacts have told me.
Well, it seems everywhere I go, people want me dead. So
As we have similar alliances, it's my job to make sure, and in both of our best interests, that you're returned safely.
well, we do have a ship at the base we just cleared.
Did you have business here on Onderon?
I was honestly just trying to evade my siblings. Came here, and it seems like I left the pan to get into the fire.
Yes, I understand a bit of need to get away. And like I said, I do have unfinished business that I need to follow up on for my current employer. Once that's done, I like to make sure that you make it back.
I appreciate that, Schnez, and your kindnesses have will not be forgotten.
Schnez nods.
When you say make it back, are you referring to Pantora?
Yeah.
Okay, gotcha. Okay.
And scene.
Beautiful.
Down in the loading area, which I guess is inside because that
Mhm.
top floor is like over top. So we're like in a enclosed loading dock.
Yeah.
Yep.
Nazar watches Gideon come in with his drink and he says, "Have you lost your mind?"
Gideon hears that and kind of stops for a second, drinks the drink, the whole thing, and puts it down on this over here and says, "We almost had them, Nazar. That damn hut. I should have been smart enough to know he would never land." And I kind of start pacing.
Gideon, you are strong, you are powerful, your passions guide you. These are all good things, but you are a fool. You must use a little more of that brain of yours. You are not thinking,
What do you mean?
and rage unfocused will lead to your downfall. I don't know if you... I know you don't understand, and I'm hoping to shed some clarity here, but we need these people. Del can talk his way out of anything. Schnez, we all know what he can do. But what I need from you is focus. You have none of it. You have intelligence, you have no focus. You have might, you have no focus.
What more do I need to focus on than killing these goddamn huts and all of their associates?
Oh, my narrow-minded friend.
I have the chance to finally kill them. Do
You
know
have
how many
no
years?
chance whatsoever. You have no chance whatsoever by yourself. Gideon, I know you've seen what I can do, and I can teach you to do the same. But if I'm to do that, I need to know that you're not some mindless idiot who will just throw himself into danger or into a careless situation at a moment's notice. Do you wish to learn more about the Force? Do you wish for its power to grow in you? And I just kind of cock my head sideways and stare at him.
I think Gideon has been making eye contact with you this whole time, and at the end of your sentence there, he kind of shoots his eyes to the ground. As he regains eye contact with you, he says, "Just tell me what to do. If you're telling me, you will teach me. I will follow you."
Not only will I teach you, I will teach you how to gain power and influence over others so that you may be even more dangerous than you currently are. But you must show some restraint until the proper moment. And then, when your rage and your anger are focused at the right point, and not just anybody standing next to you utters the word hut, then you shall be truly deadly. Patience, cunning, biding your time, critical. All of them critical to achieving power.
So what would you have me do? The little one is already scared of me. Wouldn't even let me look him over.
He is not your concern. The only concern you should have is keeping him around long enough so that he remains useful. And if you keep treating him like Desh on the corner of the street, you will never achieve that. There are methods to this. And if you need me to teach you the fine art of manipulating others to get what you want out of them, I shall do that, but that is not something I can teach you in one conversation. I'm not telling you to go apologize to him or extend your hand, but I do think it might be a good idea in getting what you want, ultimately. That being said, Your life is your own to live. Your decisions are your own to make. But trust me, he is more useful to us than he isn't, regardless of what his affiliations are. And that is where you have no control over your impulses and your emotions. They must be tuned and focused and honed in one direction, much like the blade you carry. A dull blade cuts nothing. That which is taken care of, sharpened, honed, and focused is deadly. Right now, I get the feeling that you are so concerned with a false identity of freedom from whatever you think these huts have done to you, and I don't care what they have done to you, because it does not matter. You will have your moment for revenge, but until that moment, you must stay focused. And then I float an apple from the corner of the room over to me and start eating it. Or whatever an Onronian apple is. Piece
I
of fruit.
think Gideon is like visibly upset by you saying whatever happened to him doesn't matter, and not in like an anger way, but like I don't know if you've ever seen Gideon like this, but like in a sorrow way where he like almost looks like he's about to cry.
Yeah.
Kind of looks at the ground for a second, kind of regains his composure, and says, "Do you remember the relic I was looking for when we first
Yes.
met?"
I seek it as well, of course I remember.
Have you ever heard of Ambria?
Soma, has any Sith history happened on Ambria? Or do you want me to roll?
2P, 1 blue, lore.
Ooh.
2P1 blue lore. Okay. Come on, big money, no whammies. Nope. Can't recall.
You've heard the
No.
name Ambria, but you don't know much
Yeah,
about
I've heard it probably in some history class when I was growing up, but I don't remember what it was about. The name sounds familiar, but I don't remember what happened there.
Well, I have reason to believe that the relic is there.
Reason to believe. Very well. With your reason to believe that it's there, I'm not one for trust. Trust is a dangerous thing. Loyalty is better. But I will go on a limb and trust your instinct. If you wrong me, Gideon, it will be the end of us.
I would never follow a lead I did not trust.
Very well.
That's how I found you, after all, isn't it?
Yes, the Force works in mysterious ways, I suppose.
How
Very
are we
well.
going? How are we going to convince the others that Ambria is a stop we need to make?
Well, see, Gideon, this is what I was talking about, with getting on people's good side so that they do the things that you want, so that you will ultimately gain the power that you seek. We must do something for them, and then they will do something for us. They need not understand how important the thing for us is, but still. And I kind of nod towards you.
Okay. I will follow your lead, Nizar.
There will come a time, Gideon, where following the lead is not in your best interest. But for now, I accept.
Gideon makes his way inside.
Nazar stays in here and finishes his fruit.
Beautiful.
I'm going to go to up to my room.
Hey,
Okay.
before their conversation was over,
Yeah.
Dell is not in his room. He's staying in another single room that is on another wall, just not in his room.
Okay.
Nazar will go to his room eventually as well.
Okay.
Yeah,
Wonderful.
Gideon goes to his room and inscribes 4 more tallies in his blade.
Excellent. Okay. So, anything else? Or are you guys all just gonna pass out for the night?
Just gonna pass on.
Cool. All right, so everyone goes to sleep. It's not super late at night. You guys get a full night's rest, and you wake up at well, it's now a decent hour in the morning. So let's call it 9 a.m. And you guys can heal all of your strain and 1 wound each. And you guys have reset your God, what are they called?
Stim packs.
Stim packs. Why couldn't I think of that? You can reset your stim pack uses, which is great. I think the only one that's still hurt is
Seems
you,
me.
Gideon, which is fine. Cool. All right. It's a new day.
Nazar is gonna wake up, go out and like sit at this counter, and he is going to, whenever a service droid comes by, he just gets like a tea, and he's just sitting there drinking a tea.
Sure. No problem.
Gideon
No
has
charge.
Gideon has been awake for, I would say, an hour, and he's been attempting to meditate in his room. And it has not been going well.
As you are meditating, give me a 1p. Actually, never mind. As you're meditating, you notice your comm link is kind of blinking, and it's sitting on your desk here. And it's your comm link to Korik.
I lock my door.
Okay.
And I answer it.
Okay. Korik says, good morning, Gideon. Hello.
Good morning, Korik. How are you?
Always good, you know this.
Yes.
So, what happened yesterday? You said something about a landing pad with a bunch of dead bodies, hut gangsters. Everything okay?
Yes. Everything's fine, actually. Couple things I would like to check in on, but how do you feel about cleaning a base for me? Or should I just feed the bodies to the jungle?
Oh, I want nothing to do with that. You kidding?
Gideon
Oh,
laughs.
Gideon. Well, actually, not everything is okay. Hence me
What?
contacting you. Yes, as you know, I have little birds that float around the galaxy and feed me information. Well, I have some important information to share with you, Gideon. Your friend, Del Tenro, the bounty hunter I mentioned, Anton from Corellia, he's on his way. He knows exactly where Del is. And I'm assuming Anton doesn't care about collateral damage. Like I said before, he's an off-the-books bounty hunter, if you will. Only takes jobs where you don't take prisoners, if you get my drift. Anyway, a friend of mine, I suppose you could call him a friend, let me know that his ship was last seen hurtling your way. And it was apparently stopping in some asteroid belt close by. Don't really know what that's about, but he is heading towards you. So, just wanted to give you a fair warning that you might have some big trouble heading your way.
Did you say
Especially
asteroid?
if you're still hanging out with this Tenro fella.
Korik,
Hmm.
did you say asteroid?
Yes, my contact did say that he was heading, or had stopped, rather, in an asteroid belt. I don't know. Maybe his ship was hit. Maybe you're lucky and you won't have to deal with him. I don't know. But it's very close by to Onderon, and well, I'm assuming he's either flying through the belt, he's been splattered by an asteroid, or maybe he's landing on the planet right now. I don't know, but that's all I know. Just wanted you to be in the know.
Mm,
I mean,
think I
you're
found.
still with this target that he's after, right?
I think I found a ship. It had a droid. Gideon sounds really confused right now. I found a ship had a droid. With coordinates to this base I think you're talking about. Do you know what kind of ship this hunter is using?
Base? Look, I don't know anything beyond this ship. Its transponder was headed toward an asteroid that was on the way to Isis. That's all I know. What you do with the information is up to you. I just don't want to lose my agent in the field, especially if he's collateral damage to some rich kid from Pantora.
Oh, damn it. Ah, thank you, Korik. I need to check in with the little one then. And he hangs up. He doesn't even
All right.
give Korik a chance.
Okay.
He's gonna stim pack himself before he leaves the room. He leaves the transponder on the table actually, and kind of comes out in a little bit of a flurry.
So
Nazar glances
you
over his shoulder.
have
And
one.
Gideon storming.
I know he's been staying here. I knock on the door twice and open it. And I say,
Empty.
Dell.
Empty.
I check Schnetz's room immediately. And I don't even knock, I open it. Schnetz,
Excuse me, what are you doing?
Dell's missing.
What do you mean he's missing?
And I walk away. And I start checking every room.
Okay.
The Schnez will get up and get dressed and start to walk out.
Nazar glances over his shoulders a couple times, but continues sipping his tea.
Yep. I'm not knocking, I'm opening and going to the next one.
You get
It's
to this
9.
door and it's locked.
Mm-hmm. I knock. I knock until someone answers.
Okay. Al?
It takes a little bit because Dell's a deep sleeper. It's like,
Breakfast?
what is it?
I just keep knocking. I don't say anything. I'm just knock, 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 knock,
Is there a
knock, knock,
window
knock,
or
knock.
a back way out of here?
Sorry, what'd you say?
Is there a Is this a window?
Too small for you to get out, but it is a window. It's like a little viewing portal, if anything. Not really a window you could squeeze through.
You're not going to answer. If you're not going to answer me when I ask a question,
Dell?
not opening the door.
I say Dell.
What do you want?
Open. I don't want to say this out loud. You don't want me to say this out loud.
I'll meet you somewhere a little more open, and we can speak.
It needs to be between you and me, Dell.
It's fine. Go find somewhere a little more open. I don't want to be stuck in here with you in a doorway.
Shipping dock, you can have your back to the door. I don't care. And I leave.
Dell gets stressed.
Actually, I don't leave. I point up and I say, stay here. And I point to you two. And I leave. I intentionally leave my vibroblade. And I leave. I go downstairs.
Nazar basically pretends like you didn't even weren't even there and didn't even say anything and just continues
Yep.
drinking his tea.
I leaned my vibroblade right here.
Okay.
I look over my shoulder at Schnez, who's standing in the doorway, and I go, Oh, I wonder what that could be about.
Dell leaves and starts to exit.
Okay. Sorry about that. All right, cool.
I have my back against the wall, my hands in front, like fingers interlinked and my palms up, like intentionally showing you that I'm not holding anything and I'm just standing there.
What do you want?
Close the door.
The door closed.
You're worth a lot, and someone's coming for you. A very
Yes.
well-known bounty hunter.
Oh, I recently found out that I have a bounty. I don't know how you know that. And how much am I worth?
Do you want to know?
I mean, wouldn't you?
100,000.
Uh,
Dell,
um,
they don't
Re-
want you alive. Gideon looks so serious right now.
all right. And why are you telling me this? Why haven't you just killed me and turned me in for the money yourself?
Gideon kind of chuckles at that a little. My intentions were never to hurt you, Dell.
No, just to beat me into submission. I know
No,
many people like you,
no.
much like my father. Yes, Master Gideon, what is it you wish?
Gideon looks visually disturbed at that. No. I apologize for laying my hands on you. I should have never done that. But, Dell, right now, there is someone coming for your life.
All right.
It's not ambiguous like me. He's coming for your life.
What am I supposed to do about this?
We need to get the others. We need to get that chit in order, and we need to get the hell out of here.
All right. Where is this infamous bounty hunter now?
Apparently, he's stopping in that base in the asteroid field, and then he's on his way. Or we found his ship. I can't tell, but I don't think a bunch of lowly gangsters would have killed him.
So we know where he'll be, and we have access to where he's going.
What do you have in mind?
I mean, why don't we kill him? Or beat him and find out what he knows and whatever.
Can I do like a knowledge check on if I know how skilled this bounty hunter is at all?
I mean,
Or would I know inherent? Like, do I already know?
so Anton is an off the books unregistered bounty hunter.
Mm-hmm.
And maybe he's well known in the underworld.
Yeah.
In some circles. Let's see here.
All Underworld then?
Yeah, it's gonna be knowledge underworld. Why don't you do a 3P knowledge underworld? All right, you know a little bit about him.
Okay.
Anton is from Corellia.
Mhm.
He has apparently a storied past, and he comes from a family of bounty hunters that have been around for a very long time. He works alone. He is sort of a murderous dick.
Mhm.
He only collects bounties on heads that he kills. He doesn't take prisoners at all.
Yep.
And he's a very dangerous man.
Mm-hmm. I'm not sure this is someone we want to deal with, Dell. Not right now, anyways.
Listen, if he's so scary, you might not get another opportunity to get the drop on it.
I say we talk to the group.
I'm just saying, if I knew a big, murderous, crazed person threatening my life, I'd be super nice and then shoot them when they weren't looking.
That would be the best plan.
Yes. He's not currently looking on an asteroid, is he? So perhaps that's where we go to kill him. But yes, I think Nazar and Schnez should probably be let into the fold.
Yes.
And Del turns and walks out before Gideon starts to move.
Before you run out, Jesus Christ, Mr. Roadrunner. Before you go out, Gideon says,
You
"I'm
take a
gonna."
step and Del's
No. He doesn't. He doesn't take steps. I'm sorry. I'm just fucking with that token. I'm sorry. Del says,
Jesus.
Gideon. I know, right? He's so jumpy. Gideon says, I'm gonna need some armor, and then you leave.
All right. Well, what would you want me to do about that? I spent all of my credits getting Nazar a stim pack.
Did you not take your share? Gideon
Oh,
gives
yes,
you your
I have
share.
a couple. I have some.
Gideon gives you your 350 share that we just got.
Thank you. And he leaves.
Actually, he gives you 550.
All right. He doesn't know what the amount was,
Mhm.
so he takes it.
Yep. And Gideon follows him.
It goes as fast as he can, so you
Yep.
can't catch up to him.
Fucking Roadrunner, dude.
Zoom. Do you guys go back
Yeah,
upstairs or?
yeah, I think Gideon is walking and realizing he doesn't see
Meep,
you.
meep.
Kind of chuckling to himself. Last one, isn't he? Gideon grabs his sword when he comes up.
When you come up, there's food on this table here. If you guys want to eat for the day.
Nazar is finishing his tea and
Mhm.
eating a piece of fruit.
Gideon starts eating. And is kind of waiting for Del to start talking. And if Del doesn't start immediately talking, Gideon's going to say something.
Well, yeah, I was going to, but yeah, you were.
Oh, no, you're good.
When everybody gets up here and sits down, tells us, "Well, it's been brought to my attention." He's going to stand behind the chair.
Okay.
Stand behind the chair, and it's been brought to my attention that there is a price on my head, and that the bounty
Oh,
is close by and is stopping at a certain asteroid.
oh, the plot thickens.
Yes, well, according to our friend Gideon, this is a dangerous man. The type of man that, when he gets annoyed, ends up killing people in a crazed, blood rush, nonsense massacre way. And
Hmm.
he's coming here, and there's a chance if we're here that we'll be having to deal with that. I'm thinking we ambush him where he's at.
An excellent idea, Del.
Thank you, Nazar. Schnez?
I nod.
Schnez just looks really confused and just is kind of like glances over at Gideon.
Gideon's looking right at you. Um,
What kind of a bounty are we talking?
I'm worth
what?
100,000 credits.
Gideon's eyebrows raise.
Looks back at Del.
That's quite the price.
Yes,
I
yes.
I look at Del as well and I say, I knew you were important in more than just a superficial manner. I smile and eat my fruit.
Well, us important people usually talk out of our asses, so I do that quite well. So,
Indeed.
but if any of you would wish to collect, let me know now, so I can at least have a good breakfast before I die.
No.
If
It won't be
not,
necessary.
then I say we take care of this bounty. And he supposedly has a good ship and equipment and whatnot, and I would share that with all of you.
Extraordinarily generous, but tactically wonderful. I do agree that getting the drop on someone rather than us waiting for him to appear is the right move. Also, I think if we are going to do this, We should spend what credits we have on some better equipment. We won't last long against a seasoned fighter, rather than these gangster rabble we've been up against.
My thoughts exactly.
Shnez is going to look at Nizar.
I could stand a trip down to the market if you are interested in that.
Very.
We're all going. We all
Yes.
travel together now. Gideon kind of sits
Agreed.
up and looks at everyone. We do not split up. We do
Shnez
not.
looks a little confused at Gideon's
We do
kind
not
of.
leave this one sight. And I point at Dell.
Well,
What were you saying, Shnez?
Yeah, sorry.
Just kind of looks at Gideon, very confused in kind of this weird change of heart that he has from putting hands on him yesterday to this now. We can't like let him out of our sights. It's very suspicious.
Do you look visibly
Mm.
confused?
I mean, what does
Yeah.
a Kubaz's face looks like? Look
That's
like
what I'm
when it's
saying, right?
Can't
confused.
really see my eyes.
Yeah.
He twists his anteater nozzle in a weird, confused way.
That's a good
It's
point.
got his
Oh.
head tilted a little bit, just kind of, huh? Kind of a look. You can't see his eyes are
Yeah.
really snooped underneath that thin veil of armor.
What's the matter with Shnez?
It just seems like a stark contrast to the attitude yesterday.
Yes, well, Gideon was very stressed out, and I think now he is having a moment of clarity. Isn't that right, Gideon? And I kind of nudge you under the table, like I kick you in the shin.
Yes, anything involving hut business is going to bring the crazy out of me. And I apologize if you get caught in the crossfire of that.
And he will try to restrain himself in
I
the future.
will. I
Thank you.
will restrain myself. Shnez, I'm sorry I made you feel like you had to pull your gun on me.
Saying this is a stark contrast from that opinion yesterday. It's
I understand that.
Be that
Just
as it
how-
may, gentlemen, we have a task at hand, and I suggest, now that we have a plan, that we execute, both figuratively and literally.
Yes, we all have credits. We should spend them. I need
On
armor.
the breakfast assortment, are there any insect kind of creatures at all?
You sick freak.
No, you'll have to find some insect protein out in the markets as you head out.
Mm.
I'm sure you're probably pretty hungry for some actual Kubaz food, but it exists. I mean, there's like, I don't know, fried crickets and all kinds of crazy little bugs and shit that more poor folk and Isis would eat. Cheap bug stuff. You'll find it.
Yeah.
All right, so you guys are gonna head out.
You sure?
All right, so the group heads downstairs. You see Sednali. They are just opening up the bar. There is some people coming in for drinks, maybe a little bit of breakfast. And you also see Horace. One second. Yeah, these guys to the token layer. 1 second.
So much.
You see these. What's up?
Can I grab my transponder before we leave?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
You see said at the bar. Horace is behind the bar with Ollie. They're kind of talking. They're busy. Do you guys say anything to them on your way out? They kind of give you a wave, like a good morning, but that's it. Do you guys?
And I
wanna
think
say-
Nazar just looks over his shoulder and says, yes, gentlemen, we are heading out for a while. Hopefully we'll be back. And then I just flip my cloak and just walk out.
Cool. Yeah, they give you like a wave. Let's take a break. Let's take 10 minutes. Come back. I'm about to piss my pants. We'll take a 10-minute break and continue episode 6 of Shattered Frontiers. See you guys in a minute. Or 10. You know what I mean. Alrighty. I am back from break. I have a nice little kombucha beverage. Kind of like it. It's a cayenne cleanse. It's like cayenne pepper in it. Burns going in. I like it though. I like it. Good for the gut. All right. Let's say hi to the boys. What's up, dude?
Hey.
Yup.
Welcome back.
Thank you. Welcome back to you, Mr. Zarian. Wasn't that so sweet watching you boys make up? That was so
Right?
cute. So
Did we?
adorable.
Temporarily.
We kissed off camera.
Did we make up?
Oh, we made up.
Oh boy.
Dirty.
They made out.
Wait, what?
I'm just kidding.
I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what you boys do. All right, so I'm ready to jump in if you guys are.
Mhm.
Anything to say? Were you gonna say something?
I was gonna say, while we're walking around, Gideon is going to be standing very close to Dell, doing like, if it matters, he's gonna be.
That's not a thing.
Why?
Sorry, what?
Dell will not stand close to Gideon. Like he won't do it.
Okay, never mind.
All right. Still scared of you, dude. Okay, you guys waltz out into the city. And where do you guys want to go?
Market.
Okay. You guys want to go to the market. And that's where we will go. So we head to the northern market. You guys are coming in from over here. Where do you guys want to go?
Armor shop.
Yeah, armor shop. Which I think is in the north. Yep.
Yeah. You guys walk
Northeast
around
corner.
for, I don't know, 30 minutes and you guys see a shop that has some armor.
Excellent.
Unless we're all going.
Yeah, we're all heading there, but like I'm trying to do something, man. Give me a second, all right?
No problem. Go ahead.
What was I doing? Yeah, as like they start to head off, like Dell tries to like hold Shnez back and just kind of like whispers to him. Hopefully they'll take each other out, and then we'll have clear passage to take care of whatever you need to take care of after this is over.
Shnez just nods.
And then Dell start heading towards the armor shop too.
And
Okay.
Shnez will follow.
Such a healthy group. I love it.
Hey, man. Tension plus resolution equals drama. Okay, we're good. Don't worry about
I
it.
do mean it. I love it. This is great. Oh man.
While we are walking through the market, Shnez is just kind of taking it all in, looking for any weird droid vendors or that kind of a thing.
You see the old man and the young lady down the way a little bit that have the shitty droids, but that's all you see at the moment.
All right.
All right. Nazar is going to go into the armor shop.
Okay. There's
Shnez will go in as well.
You see a droid standing in the corner, and then you see a I don't know, like a older middle-aged man, human male, sort of tinkering with something. He says, "Hey, fellas, what can I do for you?"
Well, I have an associate who needs some armor. And then I wave for Gideon to come inside.
Well, you've come to the right place. There's plenty of shops in this city, but this one's mine. So I would love your business. Please come in.
Now, I'm wondering, if for such a strapping lad as this, if you have anything for someone who knows they are about to head off into danger. Something that maybe, I don't know, sort of maybe riot police might use, or something akin to that.
Well, this is a store that's more suited to individuals that want to go hunting out in the jungle if you want police gear, military gear, you're at the wrong place, unfortunately. Look, I want your credits, but I'm not going to lie to you. This is for civilian use. If you want stuff like that, unfortunately for me, you're going to have to go deeper into the city. But there is some good stuff here. Take a look around. And you see, let me see here. Give me a second. You see a couple of beast hide armors. You see some heavy clothing. Let's see here. You see 2 beast hide armors and a heavy clothing. And you also see, let me see here, 1 second. Sorry. Ah, here it is. You also see a tracker utility vest. So there's 2 beast hide armors. There is a couple like heavy clothings, I suppose, and a tracker utility vest. But the guy wasn't lying to you. This is cheaper stuff for civilians, for hunting, for going out in the
More
jungle.
of an outfitter.
An outfitter. Yep, exactly.
Well, it doesn't seem like you have anything that I was specifically looking for, but I do have a question. Do you know where I might find a tailor to have some robes made or sold?
Yeah, there's plenty of places near the Central Market. That's where you're gonna find more military grade stuff, and that's where all the kind of grumbles, where all the more well-to-do shops are. But if there's anything here, please let me know. I can hook you guys
I'll
up.
look over at Dell and Schnez to
Do you have
see
any
if
armor inserts?
Armor inserts. Oh, Central Market. He kind of like grumbles.
yeah. Well, sir, thank you for your time, and I put 5 credits on the table for him.
He swipes him up immediately, gives you a nod and a smile.
Great.
Gideon starts walking out. Think of getting some higher end stock, and he leaves.
He just gives you the finger as you walk out.
Yep. Yep.
They'll say, "Pardon, my friend. He lost his manners somewhere. I do not know where, but for your troubles," and they'll add another 5 credits.
He's like, you guys are the best customers ever. Gives you a wave.
All right.
Take a free
We
10
will
credits.
then head deeper into the market then. Try and get to that good shit.
The Central Market.
Okay, so you guys, we've used this screen before for a market that's close to the northern market, but we're going to use it again for the more central market, because why the
Perfect.
fuck not, right?
Yeah.
We're going to reuse assets.
Stock photo.
Yeah, stock photo, exactly.
I love it.
All right, so you guys, if you walk, it's actually going to take a long time. So I recommend you guys all spend 3 credits and take some public transportation. And it'll take, even taking public transport, it will still take, I don't know, 20 plus minutes to get deeper into the city.
Okay.
That work for everyone?
That works for me.
All right, deduct those credits. You guys head deeper into the city. You get off a it's almost like a speeder bus. There's a bunch of people on it. It's packed tight. You guys take the ride. It's kind of hot and sweaty in there. No one really says much. No one wants to talk or have a great conversation on a fucking public bus, right? Let's be real here. That shit sucks. So you guys take the ride. Go ahead.
Sorry, I have a question.
Mhm.
Could we have taken our newly found speeder?
Absolutely.
All right, can we just do that instead?
If you guys walk back to the bar, you can, yeah.
Yeah, I mean from like that market, right? It wasn't that far.
Yeah, I mean, it's up to you guys. You can take the bus, you could take the speeder, whatever you guys want to do.
Less risk of dying in a crowded, contained area.
Is that what you guys want to do?
Schnez will go with whatever he decides.
Yeah, that's what Dell do from like that little place where we lost 10 credits for no reason. Yeah, that's what Dell do. If anybody wants to join him.
Yeah, so whenever you guys are
Yeah.
leaving the armor shop, instead of going to take some public transport, put the credits back in your inventory. All good. You guys walk back to the bar, and the speeder is still parked outside. You guys jump in. You guys grab it. Dell, you driving?
Yeah.
Awesome. So you guys don't really know where to go. So we're gonna have to do some rolls to see if you guys get lost or if you head in the right direction. There's some signs, obviously. You know you have to head central. It's gonna take, I don't know, a half hour probably. Cruising through the city. What we're gonna do is, let me see here. Let's see here. Okay. So we're gonna do for Dell. We're gonna do an education check and a piloting check. We're gonna see if you can understand how the Onderanians get around Isis, if you can understand their signs, their roads. And we're also gonna have you roll a piloting check to see how
Can I farm
you
out
cruise.
the navigation to someone else?
Sure.
And I'll just take care of the driving.
Yeah, you guys start driving away from the bar. And what kind of conversation you have about it?
All right, you keep whoever's in the front seat. Let me know, and that's the person. I'll be like, keep a lookout for the signs, and I will drive us there.
All right, who is gonna sit shotgun and be the navigator?
Not
Schnez will sit
Nazar.
directly behind Dell.
So I guess it's Gideon.
Perfect. I love that. Because if anything tests a relationship, it's driver navigator partnership in a city that you don't know. Love it. All right. You guys start cruising, and Gideon, you're looking around. You're a smart guy. You think you can handle driving through a city. Go ahead and give me a 2P. Well, you've never been here before. Yeah, let's go 2P. 1 black knowledge education. Because it's busy, and I wanted to throw a black in just for the fuck of it, because I'm mean. No, but it is busy, and you've never been here before. That's why. 2P, 1
Great
black.
success.
Oh, nice. You did roll it. Yeah, so you're not worried about this at all. You got this shit. You know how to traverse a place you've never been before. You start handing out directions, telling Dell where to go. You're watching the signs as Dell cruises. Dell, go ahead and give me a 2P, 1 black piloting planetary check as you drive through traffic, and you're dodging other speeders, pedestrians, and also people riding tamed beasts. You expertly are cruising around in this speeder. You guys have a very smooth trip. There's no arguing, no fighting. Everyone does their job well. Good job. About 35 minutes later, you guys roll up into the central market, and you find a place to park the speeder. And now you're on foot, walking around. What do you guys want to do?
Armor shop.
Okay. You guys start walking around trying to find an armor shop. Nazar, or
Or a
actually,
tailor.
or a tailor.
whatever. Yeah.
Sure, everyone roll me 2P perception checks
Two blue.
with 2 blue.
Nice. Yeah. Um,
Perfect.
Yikes.
Nazar,
shit.
so Gideon is busy watching Dell. Dell is looking around, but he is kind of aware that these guys are watching him. Nazar fails because he's watching Gideon, but Schnez, he's always on the lookout. He's a sharp cookie. He notices a tailor shop and an armor shop relatively close to each other. down the way in this massive central market. And in the central market, there is tamed beasts. There is thousands of people walking around. There's a big, beautiful, bustling part of the city, giant structures, nice homes, hotels. In the distance, you can see the peak of a temple, and next to that, a palace of some sorts. And if you look far down, you see a giant fucking stairway leading up to the palace. That it's probably like, I don't know, a half mile down though. You guys are pretty central, but you're not, next to the palace or anything. But you do see in the distance. The market area has a bunch of great smells. There's food stalls everywhere. There's people laughing and talking. It's pretty loud. You hear buskers playing music, and it's a happening place. And it's there's lots of guards. It's very clean, and it seems like the crowd around here is more like your San Francisco crowd, whereas in the north part of town, you're looking at like, I don't know, like Milwaukee or something. I don't know. It's a different vibe. It's a nicer part of the city. So yeah,
So
Shnez, you see it.
can I use my triumph to smell something delicious?
Absolutely. You smell something delicious, and you follow that nasty nose to a cart, and at the cart, you see a very old woman who is cooking up crickets, scorpions. She's like, some of them are deep fried. Some of them are on a bed of greens. She also has worms. And you see a sign next to her. And it indicates that all this is cheap and that it's for humans or pets or animals. It's a feed for, tamed beasts, a dog, or if you're poor as fuck and you want to eat fried crickets, you can eat them too.
So Shnez would kind of walk up to the cart, just following his nose basically the whole way. And as he walks up, he'll look at the old lady.
This cart smells amazing. How much is a sampler of everything?
She kind of looks at you and she says, "Of everything? Oh dear, uh, that hungry are you? Okay, I'll give you a bag of each that'll last you a while for maybe 12 credits." She looks kind of like maybe she's trying to pull over a tourist price on you.
Shnez looks at her, doesn't hesitate, and hands her 12 credits.
Her eyes kind of light up, and you get a bag of worms that are alive. You get a bag of fried crickets, and you get a bag of deep fried scorpions. And she squirts some sauce in the bag and like shakes it up. And you notice that you have wandered off from the group. There's a giant crowd, right? And you don't necessarily see the group right now because you have followed your nose. Take 12 credits out of your inventory and do me a favor and roll a 2p perception check with 1 black because you are now concentrating on this delicious food. But 2p, 1 black perception. All right, you are munching into this delicious bag of bugs. Which bug are you eating?
I'm going to start with one of the sauce-laden scorpions.
Nice. Okay. So these are extremely spicy. It kind of tastes like spicy deep fried like KFC chicken skin. So it's fucking good. It's just like a trashy street snack. So I don't know. Is that something that Shnez would be into?
Oh, very much. Yes. Yes. Yes.
Yeah, so you're gobbling the shit down, and you look up, you notice that there's no one in the group with you, but as you kind of look around looking for them, you see a individual sort of bustling through the crowd, maybe about, I don't know, 30, 40, 50 feet from you. He's moving away from you, deeper into the market, and you notice that it's a Nemoidian.
So that piques Shnez's interest, and he's going to kind of start to keep track and follow this particular Nemoidian,
Okay.
maintaining enough distance to keep it subtle.
So you immediately go after him. You don't wait for the crew. This guy is like getting farther away into a deep crowd. So if you do follow him, you have to go now.
Yep.
Okay. Let's see here. So, he
Just trying to watch where he goes.
yeah, he's just walking through the market, and he's heading toward just one of the big, busy streets away from the market. And are you keeping a healthy distance? Are you rushing to catch up? Like, how do you want to approach this?
Making sure that I am pacing him enough to close some of the gap, but really I'm just trying to scout where he's going right now.
Okay. Go ahead and I guess like a super easy stealth check is in order as you get kind of closer. Just give me a one-piece stealth. Because as you guys are walking out of the central market area onto this road, there is speeders and tamed beasts, but there's less people walking on the road, right? It's not this giant courtyard or this giant plaza, rather. So there's less people, but you are tracking this guy, you're following him, and a little bit of stealth is in order as you advance. Perfect. Yeah, so you see this guy sort of walk up to a, did I say taint? I said tamed beasts, not taint. He walks up to like a little like coffee kind of stand, like just like a beverage stand, and he's just kind of standing there enjoying a little cup, and he's just kind of looking around. He sits down at a little table next to it, kind of enjoying himself, and it's a table with 3 chairs. He's just sitting alone.
So Sned's going to keep some distance, just kind of snacking on these insects that he just purchased. Just kind of very casually trying to blend in and keep an eye on what this guy's doing.
Okay, do me a favor and give me a second. Roll me to identify someone with what you're doing. Does streetwise make sense at all, or no? Or is it perception again?
Probably perception.
Yeah.
Streetwise is more about like how to interact with
Got
street
it.
folk.
Okay, go ahead and give me how far away from you? Or far away from him are you, rather?
I mean, realistically, probably across the street.
Okay, yeah, just give me a 1p perception as you eat. You can see that this is, first of all, that triumph. You could tell this guy is probably well off. He is looking around, and you notice as he's looking around kind of nervously. But the one thing you notice above all else is that this is not your target.
So Schnez at this point just kind of stops paying attention and heads back in towards the market looking for the armor shop at this point.
You sure? Okay.
Yep.
So Schnez sees that's not his target. You head back to the market. That's fine. And you go look for the tailor in the armor shop. Eventually, you do find it as you walk back in, and you see the group is already sort of there at one of the shops. Which shop do you guys want to start at?
Armor.
Armor?
Yeah.
Yes, please.
Okay. That's fine. Okay. So you guys go in. There's a man and what looks to be a couple of kids, older kids though, that work for him. They're all buttoned up. They're very professional. Looks like a family-run business. The man greets you as you guys enter. What can I do for you?
Looking for. I start looking at his things, specifically looking for some riot armor.
Okay. Let's see here.
A potential galactic standard. Where is it?
Okay. So he he nods and he looks at his data pad, checks some shit out, and you notice that there is some cool stuff that is in some display cases, like some badass looking stuff. There's like cool looking Imperial armor. There's like, you see like a stormtrooper set of armor like in a case, and it's locked and whatnot, and you can tell it's like a bit of a collection. He says, well, might have something close to what you're looking for. And I'm just trying to find it. Give me a second. Bam, bam. Sorry, 1 second. Yeah, he says, I got a set in the back, but it's not brand new. It's seen a little wear and tear. I was in the middle of trying to fix it. Well, I was 2 weeks ago. Have another chance. I could sell it to you for 900. And it wouldn't be brand new. It would be one step down. But it's 50 credits cheaper than the normal price.
How damaged are we talking?
Just a little bit of wear and tear. It'll still do the trick for you. So if an armor is not new, what's the next step down it would be in?
Minor, I think.
Yeah,
is
minor, I
damage.
think. Yeah. And that adds what kind of check, do you know? Sticks?
1 black.
1 black for what though? Like if you're doing what?
I mean, there's a couple different ways you could do it. Technically, a damaged equipment is like, it adds 1 black to any check made with the item, but with armor, since you're wearing it all the time, there's a little room for wiggle on GM discretion. You could make it, you know, I don't know. It's kind of up to you how you want to do that, but the rules say it's 1 black for each step down.
Okay. That's fine. Let's see here. Yeah, so I mean, at this point, I'd say Rival, if you buy this and wear it, it's fine. It's not brand new. It has some wear and tear. You're not gonna have a black to any check. If anything, if you start taking damage though, it's gonna break faster and be worthless to you depending on how many hits you take. So instead of being tip-top awesome armor that would survive an entire encounter if you're getting beat on, maybe it kind of falls apart after a while, but it's still excellent and it's got a slight discount. So yeah, and it's like gray and blue riot armor, and he kind of pulls it out from the back. He like pushes out an armor stand that has wheels on it, and it's very nice. The store itself is very nice, and he says, so what do you say, 900?
Is Dell around?
I probably would have gone to the tailoring shop looking for robes, but I mean, it's not far.
You expect me to pay full price, nearly full price, for something that's damaged?
Okay, roll me a 3p 1 black
Negotiation.
negotiation. I don't care if it's hard. It's supposed to be.
That's what he said.
Negotiation. What'd you say?
That's what he
3P1
said.
black?
3p 1
Yep.
black, yeah. Says,
Oh shit.
yeah, I do expect that. It's 900, and that's a pretty good deal, to be honest. And it is.
Mm,
You want the armor or not?
not really.
That's fine. That's fine. He just
Oops.
kind of shrugs as you say, you don't want it?
No.
He just kind of shrugs and he's like, all right, well, good luck, fellas. And he just waves.
Yep. I'll leave.
At the tailor shop, there is a nice older lady there. And she says, hello. What can I do for you, young man? She
Hello,
greets you, Del.
ma'am.
Hello.
How's your day going so far?
Oh, it's so damn hot. Just can't wait for winter when it cools down a bit, you know?
Yes, I too enjoy the cool winds. I was looking for some concealing robes. You know the type.
I butt in for a second and say, "We." We're looking. If you have two, that would be yes.
Okay. Let's see. Let's see here. So, she looks around. She says, "Ah, yes, I do have some nice robes. I have some green ones, blue, red. They're quite nice, but you said concealing, yes? Hmm.
Yes, usually it's just harder to see my face.
Ah, dodging an X, are you?"
Yes,
She kind of laughs, winks at you.
She's very vindictive.
those old dalliances.
Oh dear. Hmm. She goes to the back, and she does have one set of sort of concealing robes that has a hood sort of bigger than normal. She says, "This one I actually, dare I say it, made a mistake when I was working on it. I could part with this set of robes for 125 credits. I'll give you a little bit of a discount."
All right.
And they're not Jedi robes or anything. It's just like, it's almost like banal apparel, except it has one soak. It's like they're more floaty, right? And there's a bigger hood.
Hmm.
I mean, like, yeah.
Yeah, I'm just
That
describing.
and do you have any heavier clothing?
Hmm, not until winter. I just have my summer garb. I'm sorry.
No, no, it's quite all right. Uh, but this counts as concealing robes, correct?
Yes, so it would be 125, 0 defense, 1 soak, 1 encumbrance, 0 HP, 2 rarity. Add 1 setback die to an opponent attempting to ID the wearer.
All right. Yes, I think we'll take those. Nizar?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Just fit him appropriately, please. Thank you so much, madam.
Oh, are these not for you? She like gestures the robes and points to you, Del.
Oh, I'm gonna have to find some for myself as well, but I'd rather hide my foreign lover, if you know what I mean. And I pat Nizar on his hand in like a suggestive manner.
She hands you the robes, Nazar. It's 125 credits. All
Okay.
right.
And
Okay. Go ahead.
I guess I'm gonna go over to the armor shop now and see if they just have heavy clothing.
Okay. What are you guys looking for? Like heavy robes, armored
No, heavy
clothing?
What are they called?
clothing
Heavy
is
clothing.
a thing.
Oh, heavy clothing. Sorry.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, it's all right. It's like I was just if they don't
My
have
my bad. My
concealing
bad.
robes, yeah, no, it's all right. That's why I was asking if she had heavy clothing.
I see. Yeah, sorry. I thought you guys were looking for something different. Yeah, she has like a set of heavy clothes or something like that. They're brighter in color, and they're not going to keep you hidden by any means, but yes, she does have some heavy clothing if you guys want to purchase that for 50 credits.
Sure, I'll buy it for 50 credits. I'm still gonna go over to the armor store because I want to get armor inserts now.
Okay. All right.
And I'll walk in. Gideon's not with us, right?
I'm outside. I'm outside keeping an eye on everything.
All right, I'm gonna tell him. How did it go?
He tried to sell me damaged armor for the full price, nearly.
All right, all right. Well, stay out here and pretend like you don't know me.
Yes. I
Okay.
keep scanning the market.
I'm going to go inside. Actually, I'm gonna. How much did he want, Gideon?
900.
Well, do you have that?
I give you my credit chip.
All right. How much? What is it?
984.
All right, and I will go into the armor shop now.
Okay. The man greets you, and his kids kind of smile and welcome you.
I smile at the children. I wave at the men. Hello. How are you doing on this fine day?
Oh, excellent. Thank you. What
Yeah.
can we do for you?
Um, I was looking for some armor inserts, and I have a guard who's in need of some, some armor. Nothing too fancy, for him. But I was wondering what you had.
Sure. We have materials in the back. Plasteel inserts. That'll do the trick for you, yes?
Yes, I hand him over the heavy clothing. How long would that take?
Let's see here. You want this set into the armored clothing? He kind of like looks at his data pad. I'll need a couple of days.
If you were to do it, say, today, fairly quickly, I'd be willing to pay appropriately.
So you need some armor, and you can see that the ride armor has not been pushed back. Well, here's some shoddy armor that I'm willing to part for a discount. Setting an armor insert into these heavy clothes. He looks to his daughter. You up for the task? Yes, of course, father. He says, all right, well, it's gonna cost you $650 for the rush job, and it's still gonna take, I don't know, what time is it right now? It's like lunchtime. You would have to rush here right as curfew's about to hit. So it's up to you if you want to risk that. But that's going to be $650. The armor here is $900. It's good. It's good armor. It's just seen a little bit of wear and tear, and I haven't had a chance to fix it. So $1,550 in total.
1550 in total. How about I buy both, and I promise to come back, and you cut me a discount of 50 credits. So 1500.
Roll me a 2P negotiation. He puts out his hand and shakes your hand. Says, works for me.
All right. I will even pay up front.
Ah, excellent. So deduct 1,500. You get the ride armor. It is not new condition. It is one condition down. And you give up the armor insert and the heavy clothes.
Thank you very much, good sir. I will be back just before curfew.
Okay.
And I pick up the riot armor. It's in my hands, and when I see Gideon, come here,
I walk over.
and I just stuff it in his hands, and
Yeah.
I put 100 credit chip on top of it.
All right. You have ride armor, minor condition, and heavy clothes are gone. Armor insert is gone. Cool.
And I have the robe, right? The concealing robe.
Shnez, where are you?
I'd say I'd be probably coming up on the group right about now.
Okay. Good to know. Does anyone want to do anything else for a while? These guys, I mean, there's no point in driving back if you're probably going to want to wait till the end of the day to get this armored clothing.
Mm, can I go to a medical supply store?
Sure. Yeah, you
Um,
can there's one close by, like a
mhm.
quarter of a mile down the road.
Cool. Yeah, I want to go to that and see what they have available. Probably just buy stem packs, but maybe they'll have like something neat on,
Okay. No
like a
problem.
medical kit or something you can walk around with.
Okay. Mm-mm-mm. All right. So inside, you're greeted by a droid. There is a person behind like a, I don't know, like a plexiglass kind of a thing who kind of waves, and the droid says, "Welcome. What can I do for you?" And he pushes forward a data pad that has like a list of stuff that you can buy, and on it you see they have anti-shock blankets.
Hmm.
They have blood scanners. They have emergency med packs. They have Nullocane, and they have a bunch of stim packs.
Ooh, can I get I don't know, one Novocaine and 3 stem packs?
Yeah, 100 credits for that.
Yep.
Go
Give
ahead and
them
add
my
those
100
to
credit.
your inventory. Yep.
Awesome.
The droid thanks you. And as
Mhm.
are you leaving?
Yes.
As you're walking out, the
Um,
person behind just kind of gives you a wave.
yep. I say, have a good day. Can I leave?
Excellent. Okay, and then I'm assuming you guys are just kind of waiting around the market for your order.
Mhm.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. So a couple of hours goes by. You guys are just milling around. Excuse me, milling around. Schnez, go ahead and drop me a. Are you guys close to each other?
If they're
I would
allowing
assume
it.
so. Yeah.
Yeah, I imagine
I
we'd
would
all
I
just
mean,
kind of
assume
be
like,
so.
chilling.
I'm
Shnez just
close, but
snacking.
I just don't want Gideon to be like right next to me, stand like, you
Yeah.
know what I mean?
Yeah.
Okay. Um, you guys are so adorable. No problem. God damn it! What the fuck is going on, dude? Hold on a second.
You okay?
It's my computer. 1 second. Son of a bitch. It's all good. Okay. Anyway, Schnez, you need to drop me a 3P perception check with 2 blue as you're kind of hanging out, scanning the crowd. All right. As you are hanging out with the group, you guys are just kind of hanging out about 10 feet as you're like staring across the way. You're not really paying attention too much, but right across your gaze, about 10, 15 feet walking from right to left, is that Nemoidian again. The same one, not your target, but the wealthy looking Nemoidian. And he's walking through away from where he was before, going a different direction this time.
Am I able to tell if he's looking like still nervous or slightly more relieved at this point?
He looks about the same. He just looks like a paranoid, wealthy Nemoidian.
I think. What would Shnez do here?
Hmm.
I think Shnez would probably think it's a little bit of coincidence that he's noticed the same guy now twice. He was seeming that there's maybe a little shifty while he was having his coffee or whatnot. I think Schnez is going to turn to Dell.
About how much longer do you think we have on this tailoring request you've ordered?
Almost to the curfew, so quite some time.
Yeah, at least a couple hours. A few hours, maybe.
Is there
I'm gonna
something you
take
need?
I'm gonna take a little journey around this market and see what else I can find. I was able to find these delicious bugs earlier.
All right. If
Are
you need
you,
any
the three
help-
of you, I'm assuming, are well competent of handling yourselves for a moment, are you not?
Yes,
Mm,
we could
Gideon
do
nod.
that.
Czar shoots you a dirty look.
Very public
Yeah.
place. I don't think anyone will get in too much trouble here.
I'll let you know if I find anything interesting. As the droid for that shuttle is no longer functioning, I may try to look for a droid vendor. See if I can find us a cheap astromech.
Sounds good. Good luck.
Okay.
So with that, I think Schnez would just kind of keep an eye on and subtly follow this Nemoidian. Again, he's not going to engage. He's not going to direct him. He's just going to kind of just see what he's up to. Just kind of keep an eye on him. Just try to learn, gain any insights. I imagine there's not many Nemoidians on this planet.
He's the only one you've seen, hence why your interest was piqued. Okay, yeah, you follow him for maybe an hour. He like just browses stuff, he like buys some supplies, and he starts walking to a very, very nice part of town. It's outside of the main plaza, but it's a very beautiful street, nice homes, nice businesses. And give me a this is a more empty street. It's just wealthy people in this street. So give me, how far back are you?
I mean, probably 10, 15-ish meters, trying not to be super close, but again, maintain a very clear eye contact or direct eye contact with where this guy is, what he's doing, where he's going.
Okay, give me a 3P stealth. All right, yeah, you follow him, and eventually you see him walk into a very fancy hotel, and he walks in. A man opens the door for him. He walks in. The door closes, and when you walk up, you see that it is called Hotel Cirrus, like a cirrus cloud. Cirrus. Hotel Cirrus, or the Cirrus Hotel. Tomato, tomato.
Okay.
And that's it. Do you try to go in, or you just, I don't know, memory bank that information? What would you like to do?
I think Schnez is gonna walk up. I'm assuming you said somebody opened the door for this other guy.
Yes.
He's gonna walk in as if he belongs.
Yeah, the guy opens the door for you. He kind of like looks you up and down because you don't look like the typical folks, but he doesn't want to be a dick. He just gives you a nod, doesn't give you a real greeting though. And you can go on in.
Schnez just ignores him and walks through the door again, like he belongs. Doesn't
Okay.
notice the help. And do I see the Nemoidian yet?
The Nemoidian is walking by the front desk, and he's just going to like an elevator bank kind of a thing, and he gets into an elevator and disappears into the hotel. As you're walking in, he's sort of, you see him walking by it, walking to an elevator that has an attendant holding it open for him, and he steps on, and the
Is
door
there a
closes.
bar in the lobby at all?
There is, yes.
So Schnez is gonna just go to the bar for a minute and kind of hang out, order a drink. Something weak but
Okay.
delicious.
Yeah, bartender gives you like a, I don't know, like a decent little well cocktail. It's 5 credits. Gives you a smile and a nod. And how long do you wait there for?
How long did it take me to get here, roughly, to follow the guy?
It was like a, I don't know, 7-8 minute walk. Not too far.
Okay, so really pretty close.
Yeah, it's close.
I would just kind of hang out until about an hour and a half before curfew. So just sipping a drink, hanging out. Probably
Okay.
nestle up to a little table in the corner and keep an eye on that elevator.
You do watch. Unfortunately, though, no Nemoidians come back down. You don't see anything else, nothing suspicious. Just this Nemoidian in a nice fancy hotel with a bunch of supplies. He has like bags of stuff that he's bought and whatnot. And he is gone somewhere up into the hotel. And that's it. That's all you get for now.
So I think over the course of that time, that Schnez probably would have bought a second drink, and then he'll tip the bartender an extra, just 1 or 2 credits.
All right. So 12 credits in total are gone.
Okay.
You hang out, kind of stake the place out, and you leave. Now you know that the Cirrus Hotel exists and that at least one wealthy looking Nemoidian has entered. Perfect. Okay. Do you rejoin the party?
Yep. Yeah, I'll head back since it's starting to get kind of close to curfew.
Yeah, by the time you get back, you probably head for the tailor shop, armor shop area, and you see the group kind of walking up to the building as you approach.
So I'll just walk up and join the group.
Okay. Anyone have anything to say or do? Or do you guys just go in?
Just go in.
Yeah, we'll just go in.
Cool.
As he gets back, I think I would ask Shinez if everything was okay. That was it.
Yes, everything is fine. I just took a little walk. I stopped at a lovely hotel bar. Just hung out for a little while, relaxing. It's been a crazy couple of days, so just used a little downtime. Enjoying my bugs.
Gideon nods and walks.
Cool. You guys go in. You have to wait another 30 minutes, but afterwards, you see the dad kind of like yell to the back, like, "Honey, how's it going?" And he's like nervously like looking at you guys because he wants, 5-star service. He doesn't want to have someone in his store right as curfew sitting. And as you guys look out the window or out the door of the shop, you see guards kind of like disperse in the crowd and things are slowing down outside. And finally, the little girl comes out and the armored clothing looks great. She's done a really good job. She throws it on the counter, gives a smile, and she gets a pat on the head from her dad, and then she disappears in the back. Says, "Oh, well, here you are. Good luck."
Thank you very much. Have a
Okay.
nice evening.
You as well. So now you guys have one armored clothing, and then a concealing robes, and
The riot armor.
the riot armor,
Used riot armor.
used riot armor, and that's it. And some medical supplies.
Yeah. Dell look over at Nazar after we leave. See the child labor laws here are slightly lax.
Mhm. Well, yes. I'd expect the children to do more, but that's just me.
Excellent. Okay, you guys walk back to the speeder. At this point, curfew's like 30 minutes out. So you guys have to race back to the rooping. Go ahead and give me a 2P piloting planetary check.
Are we going to the roofing or are we
Oh, I
leaving?
don't know. You tell me.
That is a good question. I actually think we should just head out of the city and go straight to the shuttle, but that's me.
All right, let's do it.
Is that what you guys want to do?
Yeah,
Okay, sweet.
into that.
Yeah. So you guys get back to the north part of town, and you get up to the gate. And at this point, curfew's in like 5 minutes. And the guard, there's the force field is on. There's no one else out on the street. There's just guards kind of getting ready to lock down for the night. And you guys pull up in your speeder, and one of the guards walks up to you, Del, to the driver's side, and he says, sir, curfew's in a few minutes. Do you really want to head out? Are you heading to Casal too, or is everything okay?
We're doing work for Sed and Ollie.
Ah, how are those gentlemen?
Oh, they're good. They're good. They, had a unfortunate accident at the bar a few days ago, but we all helped clean that up, and we're following up on that now.
Yeah, heard about that. We'll have to stop in for a drink and say hi maybe in the next couple of days. All right, well, once you're out there, you can't come back till the morning. My apologies, of course, sir, but I'm sure you guys know how to handle yourselves. Good luck. And
Thank
he,
you. Good evening to you.
he drops the force field and they wave you through. All right. So, you guys cruise through the jungle. Let's switch the scene a little bit. Here's the city. You guys get up to the force field here. He waves you through. You guys cruise through the jungle. And in the distance, you see, after getting past Casalto and driving for another 10 minutes or so, or 10 miles or so, rather, you see the base. And Del, do me a favor, actually. Just to make sure you know how to get back there again, just roll me a 2P planetary piloting check.
You got this.
So you kind of generally know the way. It takes you longer to get there. It's, it's just harder when it's a little dark out, But eventually you do, and you guys hear like roars and screeches of critters, and it's, a little unsettling being out in the middle of the jungle.
It was that second right. I know it. Sorry about that.
Yeah, eventually you get it right, though. It takes an extra 20 minutes to get there. But you do roll up, and you pull right up to the gate. Gate is closed, and there's seemingly no one in the compound.
Schnez will hop out and go up to the keypad.
Gideon gets out with you.
Okay. Do you remember the code?
Stay in the car.
Type in 10101.
Awesome.
Let's go.
It opens up, and you guys are clear to go in.
Close the gate behind us.
Good call. You guys close the gate behind you. You, I'm assuming, park the speeder, and you guys roll up to... The fuck is it? There it is. To the shuttle, and there's still a bunch of bodies laying around.
I'm gonna grab the pike while we're here and put it back on my back
Okay.
because I left it here on accident.
Did that droid have a designation number?
Did we check? I start walking over.
Well, I didn't.
Let's drag it on board just to have it with us.
Yeah. Gideon starts moving it on board.
Okay.
Schnez tells the group,
I believe that Ollie's son mentioned it was, I think, CB9.
CB9, that's right.
All right. Good to know. Good to know. All right, let's get it on board and get going to those coordinates.
Yes.
Pull it on board.
All right, so you pull CB9 on board the shuttle. And as you guys are kind of loading it up, you guys turn on some little light generator things. And after a few minutes, you actually hear something running through the jungle, and a boma leaps at the fence, and it shocks itself and it screeches and its body goes flying into the jungle and it's dead. And it was like right over here. Just a little scary
What?
moment. That's what Horace was talking about. Whenever Boma would just randomly run up to the fence and he'd have to go out there and like clear the bodies.
Maybe we throw the bodies over the fence.
How tall are these fences?
Mm,
Tall enough
10,
for Boma to
10-ish
make it over.
feet, 10, 11, 12 feet. If you're going to get rid of the bodies, the best thing to do is just drag them out of the gate and just let
Yeah, that's-
nature take its
Mother
course.
Nature take its
Drag
course.
that shit out into the
Let's say that
jungle.
yeah, let's just say that we do that very quickly.
Yeah.
So that way they're
Yeah.
not smelling the dead bodies here.
Yeah, we pile them up in a speeder and drive them out.
Yeah, that's totally
The-
fine.
the busted speeder. We'll
Yeah,
leave,
yeah.
leave all the bodies in that busted ass speeder we don't care
Yep.
about.
Yeah, you guys drag all the bodies out. It is a Clatuanian, a Trandoshan, and 2 human men. Drag them out, and I don't know, like 20 feet outside the gate. You guys close the gate, and before you can even walk back to the landing pad, you hear screeches and snarls, and like 2 giant packs of Boma come out of nowhere.
Mhm.
And you see like one of the human bodies literally get ripped in half, and one Boma runs off with a leg. Another couple of Bomas are fighting over the torso, and they're just going apeshit as they pull this stuff, these bodies, into the darkness. I mean, it was like 30 to 60 seconds. That's all it took after you guys dropped the bodies off. So there's a lot of crazy shit out here. Hungry shit. But yeah, bodies are now gone. You guys walk back to the shuttle, and do you guys get on?
Yeah.
Okay.
Schnez,
Who's piloting, and what are you guys doing?
Schnez, are you good at piloting? Or...
I mean, the coordinates are effectively loaded. I can likely get us there.
Oh, all right. I'll sit co-pilot for now, and if something comes up and you need help, I'll step in.
Sounds like a plan.
All right. So you guys pile onto the shuttle. Go ahead and make me a 2P piloting space check just to get this boy up and running. And this thing is completely off, right? So you got to do that, and you're going to do a 2P computers check as well, just to get shit up and running.
You want them in a specific order?
Piloting first, and then computers.
Yikes.
I was gonna say, can I aid him with the piloting space?
Yes, you can re-roll, and then you can aid him.
Okay.
Hold on. Let me just make sure we do this right. Who has the higher skill and who has the higher characteristic?
Our skill's the same. I have the higher characteristic.
Okay, so we're going to use your characteristic on top of Schnez's skill, basically. Okay. So what's your skill?
1, and then I have 4. So I have 4. I'd have 1 yellow, 3 green.
Mm-hmm.
Right. So that's what Schnez is going to roll instead. Yeah. Whereas if you didn't have any skill in it, he'd just get a blue to it. That's the difference.
Okay, so let me add 1 green there to the general pool.
Yeah. There we go.
There you go.
Okay. Yeah, so it's just a standard shuttle. It's in good shape. All systems are a go. It takes you a couple of minutes to get acquainted with it. You kind of sit down and look around and look at the controls, and after a little bit, you get the hang of it. You get this thing started up. The computers are at like a default screen, the multi-purpose color displays and whatnot. And you look at one of the navigation displays, and go ahead and give me a 2P computers check, and you can have help with that as well.
Anybody helping with that one, or?
Yeah.
I can help with computers.
Anybody know computers?
Kind of. I've seen
Can I
one
just-
before.
Can I straight outsource that piece?
What do you mean? To another player?
Yeah, can I just ask somebody else to
Sure.
manage the computers?
I got it.
It's fine.
Potentially.
Yeah, Gideon, go ahead. Take care of it.
What's the roll?
Who has a free destiny point from last week?
Me.
There you go.
Yeah, I was actually gonna ask to use it. What's the check? Sorry.
So if you use a destiny point, do you remove a purple, or how does it work?
No, you
I'm
can
upgrading my
he
pool.
upgrades his computers.
Oh yeah,
so
there you go.
I'm giving myself a rank in it essentially.
Cool.
What's the
Difficulty.
check?
2P computers.
2P? Oh, easy.
Yeah, you walk over, you press some buttons, turn some dials. I don't know.
Yeah.
You
I
do your
click a
thing though.
clack.
And you bring up a nav computer, and you once the navigation computer is displayed, you look at previous coordinates, and you see that there is that asteroid out there near the Hapes Consortium. That is the target destination. You can also see in the logs that the shuttle is due to arrive back there in the next, like, I don't know, 8 hours or so. Like it's time for this thing to get back. Based on just what the CB9 had planned. So you guys are locked and loaded and good to go. And at this point, you can take off and leave the atmosphere, if that's what you want to do.
Yep. So we'll
Okay.
throttle her up and head out.
All right, so you guys fly out into space. Here's the shuttle in space. Oh, cool.
Awesome.
Whoa,
Wow.
whoa. And here's the inside of it. Let's go
Are
ahead.
those the jets? Is that stream?
You can throw
Wow.
your tokens in there just for the fucking fun of it. Why not?
Oh.
We'll do one of these as well. Let's see here. Oh, shit. The droid is in there. Let me find the droid. Shit. Here he is. Okay. Oh, he's giant.
He's huge. Oh God.
Oh
Big
my
ass droid.
god. He is dead, though. He is dead. So you just have him, like, I don't know, over here. And you guys are chilling in the ship.
Mhm.
Awesome. You guys have a, I don't know, 4 to 5 hour trip straight shot to this asteroid belt
Mhm.
that is on the way to Hapes. Do you guys want to chat, plan, get a game plan together? Now's
Do
your
I need to be
chance.
manning? Do I need to be manning the computer the whole time?
No. Shinez
No.
has it.
Okay. All right, everyone. What is our plan? Dell, you seemed pretty confident we can catch him off guard.
Yes, we're going to pretend to be the droid.
Okay.
We're going to land, and then we're going to murder everything, which is what you're good at.
Nazar kind of shoots you a dirty look, and he says, "I'm plenty good at that as well."
And he's
Oh.
just nodding.
I meant you, as in the both of you.
Yes, the royal you. I understand.
Well, if there's any talking to be had, I assume you can take care of that.
Yeah, I'm going to try to pretend to be a droid, so that
Yes.
you do not destroy us, and hopefully that goes well.
Is there any way we can fudge the computer comms to make you sound more droidy?
I don't know. I'm not very skilled with computers.
Gideon?
Can I?
Okay.
Can
So
I
if
keep
you-
my yellow for my destiny or no?
No.
Okay. Just curious. I'm
sir.
gonna ask.
You go up to the computers there, and there is a comm screen,
Mm-hmm.
and there's no setting to like change the sound of the voice, but what you could do is you could open the panel and try to like mess with a wire.
Yeah, I want
To
to try to like
distort it.
distort it even a little. Yeah.
Yeah.
Could we actually get the droid's vocabulator up and running and just have it say like a simple thing? We don't need to like actually run. Just be like, program it to say like some lines that I have.
Text to speech, that shit.
Gideon starts shaking. So Gideon starts scratching his head. How smart do you think I am?
I don't know. I just asked.
Gideon, you are plenty capable.
I'll try. I don't think I've worked on droids before.
All right, so you cruise up to the droid,
Mhm.
and its circuits are fried, but you can try to take out the voice modulator in its neck. Give me a. You've never worked on droids, you just said, so give me a.
We have like a mechanics toolkit in Reach, right, on the ship.
I mean, yeah, there's maybe like a tool or something you can use. It's not a big deal. Actually, wasn't there a mechanics kit that someone had?
Yeah, I was like, didn't
Yeah,
Shez get
that's
one?
what that's
Yeah.
Did not bring it. Left
Oh.
that at the rooping in this room because it's
What?
heavy. Heavy.
Oh, it's super heavy.
all right. That's okay.
Yeah, so give me a 2P mechanics, 1 black as you kind of tinker with random stuff you find on the shuttle. Yeah, you take it out.
Why did it not add the black? Let me roll the black.
Oh yeah, roll the black.
How do I?
Blank face. Blank face. Blank
Uh,
face.
This is just /R1 be okay.
I don't think that works
No,
that
you
way.
gotta-
How
You
do
just have to
I-
put it in your dice pool at the top of the page and just roll it.
Yep.
Okay.
And make sure to remove it right after you make the roll.
Perfect.
Blank
Nice.
face.
Yeah, so you kind of crudely rip open its neck and you almost damage the voice modulator, but you don't, and you take it out and you take it back to the front of the ship. And if you want, you can try to sort of insert it and not insert it, but fashion it onto the comm system next to Schnez.
Yep.
And if you can do a mechanics check and a computers check, you can make it so that the voice will filter through this. You got to do 2 successes in a row here. So it's going to be a 2P 1 black mechanics check, and then it's going to be a 2P 1 black computers check.
What the hell, man?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, boys. I want to use our only destiny point.
I'm fine with that.
I'm
What-
fine with that as
What
well.
am I using? Am I using it on the first roll or the second roll? How are we feeling?
It's up to you. What
I
do you have
know.
a stronger?
Nothing. They're
It's the
equal.
same. It's the same roll.
It's literally the same. I don't have. I'm not
Whatever
computers
you
or
want.
mechanics first.
Whatever's
All right, computers gonna go first.
Mechanics, then computers.
Oh, mechanics then computers.
Then
So
computers.
I could
Mechanic.
assist him with the mechanics. Sorry, that was
Okay,
you were
assist him
rolling a
with
little fast here.
mechanics and then roll your computers. You got to do it in that order.
Okay. How do
So
I
you'd add
what do
one
you-
upgrade.
Okay.
to
You
the-
add 1 rank to your mechanics.
So yellow. So 2P 1 black. Here's mechanics.
No success, but 2 advantage.
Okay, because there's, I don't know, several hours, you kind of cramp the front and you get 2 advantages. So eventually I'm going to say you do succeed, but it takes you a long time and it's frustrating, but you eventually do get it. Now you have to 100% get a success on the computer's check or the whole thing will fall apart.
use that force. There
Yep.
you go.
On computers, 2P 1 black.
All right. Had you failed that, you actually would have fucked up the ship's comms in general.
What the hell, man?
Yeah, that's why I was giving you a chance of those 2 advantages.
Oh shit!
And it was gonna make this next roll harder had you got a failure or something. But you get 1 success. You do figure it out. You're a smart guy. It takes you a long time. It takes you many, many, many hours to get this. It's frustrating. But you guys do it. You guys just kind of hang out. Is there any other RP or anything you guys do while you guys are flying? Or are you guys just like grimly waiting for some shit to go down?
If I have any time, I want to try to meditate. But if I'm doing the computers thing the whole time, that's fine.
I was actually going to meditate as well, so maybe I
Yeah.
can do Gideon on a guided meditation to focus our minds.
Yeah, you guys have a little bit of time to sit in the back and do that afterwards.
Yeah. I do a fucking Kreia from KOTOR 2 where I'm like, listen to the hum of the hyperdrive, focus your mind, you know, kind of a thing. Count how many ticks it has. This one is slightly broken, you know, like that kind of shit. So
wonderful. And as you guys are meditating, Schnez, in the distance, you see an asteroid belt approaching, and it's a pretty thick belt of asteroids. Now, in Star Wars films, there's like just tons of asteroids all clumped together. That's not really how it would be in real life. They're way more spread out. But this
Space
is
is big,
Star
yes.
Wars,
Yeah.
so you do see just a bunch of fucking asteroids in this belt. You guys are rolling up, and you see the rock that you need to approach in the distance. And as you fly closer, on your sort of your radar and your computers, you see that there is a ship hurtling away from it in the opposite direction, heading to Onderon. And as this little shuttle approaches, you see the ship kind of notice that you're there, and it kind of slows down, and you can tell. Give me a 2P computers check, Shinez.
Then it's no, I'm meditating.
P computers.
Let's go.
All right, you see, and it kind of freaks you out. You're actually going to take one strain because what you see gives you a little chill. But a Corellian ship is hurtling away. It slows down, scans the shuttle, but then just continues on, and it hurtles toward Onderon as you guys close in on the asteroid. It does not attack. It does not hail you on the comms. It just wanted to see what this little shuttle was.
I think as the ship passes by, actually, Nazar breaks out of his meditation, and he looks at Gideon. And then he just says, "I sense a disturbance in the force." And that's all he says.
Beautiful. And that is a great way to end the session. That Corellian ship speeds off in the opposite direction back to Onderon as you guys approach this asteroid. And looks like your timing was a little off, but that's all right. And as you guys close in on the asteroid, we fade to black. And that will be the end of episode 6.
Nice.
Nice RP heavy shopping spree sort of session. We had some good RP with Gideon and Dell slowly making up. I can't wait for the part where you guys just bone. It's going to be great.
I got some bugs.
You got some bugs. You guys got a little bit of gear upgrades. You guys have spent a lot of money, which is great. And we'll have to see what happens next week. But let's see here. We need to do a little poll to see who the MVP of the session was. Told you guys it was going to be more of a RP heavy session this week, so hope you guys enjoyed it. Let's see here.
Can I say how much I love the outline of that asteroid?
Yeah, right. That's hilarious. Okay. Bam. 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 And bam. Who was the session MVP? Here is the fuck. There we go. Here's the poll, folks. Go ahead and vote. And let's go down the list here, starting with Al. What was your favorite moment for your character or your favorite moment in the session, Mr. Al, as we wait for people to vote?
Honestly, probably Nazar and Gideon talking was my favorite.
Yeah, that was cool. Cool little moment there. Okay. Rival?
I mean, not to be biased, but my favorite part was, Gideon and Nazar. Gideon getting lectured about being a crazy murder man.
Okay. Sticks?
I Favorite moment. It's tough. There are a couple. I like Shnez getting his bugs.
That was my favorite.
I also like there are a couple things I liked. I like Dell being able to get us a reasonable deal on armor and all that kind of stuff as well. Of course, the Gideon Nazar thing was really fun as well. So
Excellent. Mr. Zarian?
I mean, my personal favorite for my character was absolutely the fact that Shnez just followed his nose without any hesitation
you toucan Sammed us, man.
when he smelled something delicious and just went for it.
Love that.
I also did really like that Nazar really kind of put Gideon in his place
Absolutely.
in the loading bay. That was probably like my group favorite moment of the evening in the session.
Wonderful. All right. Well, take your 15 XP, gentlemen. Congrats on that. And let's vote. I'm going to vote for Shnez. Show results. Okay. 3-1-1. Anyone else in chat want to vote? Please go ahead and vote. 2 for Nazar. Oh, snap. Go ahead, folks. Vote. Vote. Vote.
Good votes tonight, chat. Keep them coming.
Not too shabby. Not too shabby. Good. Anyone else?
So what does the vote do, Soma?
Well, whoever wins MVP gets a free Destiny point next week. Very exciting. Kind of like an inspiration point in Dungeons and Dragons in a way. Nice. Thanks, Chrono. Thank you, sir. Mr. Chrono said. Okay, well, it looks like Shnez is our MVP. You get a free Destiny point next week for episode 7 of Star Wars Shattered Frontiers. We are playing on the 24th, right, folks? We're good to go?
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
good to go.
I don't see why not.
Okay. Al, you're good to go for next Monday,
Yeah,
sir?
yeah.
Beautiful. Awesome. I voted for Del for that armor deal. Nice, nice. Okay. Well, Shnez, congrats. Everyone's got their 15 XP. That was a good setup session. Excellent work, everybody. Chat, thank you for watching, as always. I'm going to talk to the gang here and mute the stream after we end here, but I'm going to stream some Dark and Darker for a little bit. So stay tuned. Thanks for watching. See you in a few minutes. Goodbye.